The Georgia Bulldogs just landed a big-time baller in the 2023 class. That's, of course, DeQuavius Sori, one of the top 2023 prospects in the country. 6'1", about 185 pounds, wide receiver, DB, one of the top young prospects in the state of Florida, committing to the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, the last name might sound familiar. His cousin, five-star linebacker Xavier Sori, committed and signed with Georgia in the 2021 class. Different types of players for sure. Xavier Sori, an elite linebacker, five-star guy, could play some tight end and H-back too, but just a big-time athlete, dual sport guy, does it on the basketball court as well. And his cousin DeQuavius decides to jump on board too and play with his cousin down the road in Athens. And he's a big-time player as well. I believe he's also a basketball star, can really go up and get the football. He's got good ball skills, plays at Graceville High School in Florida. Small little town, small school. He doesn't play against the best competition, but he proves that he is the best athlete on the field. And as a sophomore, I don't care where you're playing in the state of Florida, that's impressive. So the film doesn't automatically jump out to you. It's not A.J. Green, George Pickens type of film, but you could see the athleticism is there. The kid looks like he's in his late 20s, just looking at him without the helmet and pads on. So he is physically mature, and he's going to continue to keep growing, adding muscle, and so on. But the athleticism is there. The ball skills are easy to see. He's got pretty good speed for his size. He's not what I would call a burner when it comes to speed, but he can take it the distance. He can take a screen pass and take it all the way. He's fast enough to get behind your average defensive back and safety. And again, he knows how to high point the football. That's something a lot of young players especially don't know how to do. But if he's covered, he doesn't mind jumping up and making a tough catch over a defender. So yeah, the athleticism is really what stands out early on. Again, 2023 class, he still has plenty of time to get better, work on his craft. He can play on the defensive side of the ball too as a defensive back. But I do think his future is at wide receiver at Georgia. That's where he's come to play. Cortez Hankton has done a great job here. He's actually done a really good job overall since being hired at Georgia a few years ago. So definitely a guy to know. You might not have heard of him because he's not one of these top 2022 targets. He jumped on board soon. He jumped on board early. This is Georgia's third commitment already in the 2023 class, and the second one from the state of Florida, joining Pierce Spurlin III, an athletic wide receiver, tight end type from down in Florida too. And of course, Seven Cloud, raw, big-time potential guy, defensive lineman, interior defensive lineman at McEachern High School up here in Georgia. But DeQuavius Sori, a little surprise for Georgia fans this weekend, decided to jump on board, join his cousin. And he's a solid little athlete. There's no doubt about it. He's got good size. I wouldn't say he's small at all, but decent size for sure. And if he can continue to add weight and muscle, that's only going to help his game. But he's a good route runner so far from what I've seen. Again, he's just a sophomore, so yeah, he's not perfect. I don't want to come on these videos and tell y'all that every kid who commits to Georgia is some type of superstar. I have not seen him play live. I do like the film, though. Again, it's not crazy, but he shows reliable hands, good size, the ability to make big plays. And I love the fact that they can get up and high point the football, which is something that a lot of kids can't do. So, again, he's a good athlete, one of the top 2023 prospects in the entire country, one of the best in Florida. And Georgia has no problem going down to Florida to get some big-time athletes. We saw them get Xavier Sori, of course, away from Florida, away from Alabama. And a lot of people say his cousin could be as good. I mean, he's a top 100 kid in the 2023 class right now. And, we'll see if he stays at Graceville. Xavier Sori was at Graceville, then went to play at IMG Academy. And I do think that helped him a lot, going from a small little program to one that's going to make you ready for college ball day one. So we'll see if DeQuavius goes that route. I haven't heard that he is, but as a junior this fall, he should be dominating people in Graceville. Now, he played really, really well last year as a sophomore, obviously, and got all these offers and was able to commit to Georgia or Alabama or a few of these other schools. But as a junior this upcoming fall, I expect him to have a monster season, especially if he stays at Graceville. There's not other athletes like him in that area. The Sories are a big deal. They're one of the most athletic families down there, and he's going to be a big deal. So again, not the flashiest commitment because he's just a 2023 kid, but he's a good athlete. Will play wide receiver, I believe, at Georgia, and there's a lot to like. He's only going to get better, and I think Georgia's 2023 class is off to a fast start already. So 3 commitments, one of them DeQuavius Sori, who committed to Georgia this weekend. Really nice pickup, and we'll see how he develops as a junior and as a senior. But really good job for Cortez Hankton to go down into Florida, getting one of the nation's best, getting him locked on board and committed very early in the process. All right, guys, I really appreciate it. As always, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned to the next video coming up right now, and I will see you over on the website.